Hello everyone. We are going to be starting a NestJS series, and in this video, we will be covering our introduction to this series. So, before just moving directly towards NestJS, we will first discuss how did we actually arrive at NestJS. The steps are like from JavaScript towards Node.js, then from Node.js to Express.js, and then at the end, we arrived at NestJS. So, let's look at it. Okay, so you know that JavaScript at the very beginning only used to work on the browser, and then came out Node.js. So Node.js allowed JavaScript to be run at server side. So it is an open source cross-platform JavaScript run environment which allows you to actually run JavaScript in your computer. Um, like I show you here. So you can run this and you would be able to like execute JavaScript. See, so this allowed you to run JavaScript in your computer. Then came Express.js. So Node.js was just a very bare minimum. So if you had to actually make up your own server, then you had to write a lot of boilerplate and stuff to make something work, right? Then came out Express.js, which is actually a fast, unopinionated, minimalistic web framework for Node.js. So it gave you a very minimalistic code which allowed you to actually just boot up your web server and just go about it. So unopinionated means that you could write your own code with your own structure. So for example, there are five guys in five different countries. They would be using their own file structure. So if you join one company, then you would be adhering to their own structure. If you join another company, then you would have to understand their own structure. So that caused some issues in the future because it was just not very strictly typed. So came out NestJS, which is a progressive Node.js framework for building efficient, reliable, and scalable server-side applications. We will be covering it in very deep in our series so that you would be very able to understand what kind of problems it solves and how much better it is just by in against just using a bare Express application. The prerequisite before you should actually move into the course, obviously. First of the prerequisite is that you must know how JavaScript works. You should know how TypeScript works. You should be good with Node.js structure and stuff. You should know how client-server architecture works, and you should somehow have at least a little bit knowledge of how Express.js works. So this is all the prerequisite that you need to know before moving forwards on the learning of Nest.js. So installing Nest.js is pretty simple. So obviously you should have already installed Node.js, just like I have it installed, and my version is 20.10.0. And in order to install Nest.js, you just have to run this particular command in your command prompt. Make sure that you have opened your command prompt as an administrator. Right click here as run as administrator, and then you have to copy this and then paste it here, and you should be able to install Nest.js in your system. So I'll be first pausing this video before installation completes. So after the installation completes, it should give you something like this. That should let you know that Nest.js has been installed in your system. So after Nest.js has been installed, just go to the folder wherever you want to start your Nest.js project and type cmd. Will open command prompt into that particular folder as you can see here, and then just run this command nest new and whatever your project is, nest new Shamil project, something like this, right? It will start install so your project. So you can see it is giving you three options. These are three package managers, npm yarn pnpm. Just choose npm here and wait for it a bit. So it will now start installation for Nest.js in this particular folder. It's installed, you would be seeing something like this: successfully created project, and whatever the project name you had chosen, all of this, right? And in this particular folder you can see that you have now Shamil project. So you can open it and you would see a lot of files here. We would be discovering what these files mean and how can we go about it in the next video. So let's meet there.